Hey Guardians, welcome back to Power Up Gamers. We are back with another video, and today we are talking about Destiny 2 and the Final Shape campaign, Bungie's latest DLC that's been around for a few months now. I've been playing Destiny since the very beginning, going back to those first few moments in the Cosmodrome, and after so many expansions, so many ups and downs, it feels like we've come full circle with this one. But is this final expansion from the 10-year saga living up to its expectations? How is the community reacting? And with everything happening at Bungie, mass layoffs, controversies with the CEO, what does the future look like? Let's talk about it with the campaign itself. Final Shape has been hyped for what feels like forever. After waiting to finally confront the witness, we learn the truth behind the Traveler's secrets and close the saga that started almost a decade ago. For a lot of players, this story is hitting the right notes. There are emotional payoffs for longtime fans, some incredible set-piece moments, and an overall sense of finality. Like this is the chapter we've been waiting for. I particularly enjoyed the interactions between members of the Vanguard fire team, their individual struggles with grief, and the journey they go on to confront the witness. Our allies Keitel and Mithrax are two characters that played a significant role in uniting forces in order to succeed. Their individual stories and experiences were incredibly moving and pull at heartstrings as Guardians proceeded through these missions. The community, however, has had mixed reactions. Some love how it ties up loose ends, and there's definitely that epic feeling, but others feel like parts of the story fell flat, or certain characters didn't get the spotlight that they deserved. What do you think? Did the Final Shape hit the emotional highs you expected, or are you feeling like Bungie missed the mark in certain places? So let's talk about where Destiny 2 stands right now. The game feels like it's in a weird spot, if I'm being honest. While the core experience is still fun, PvE is still solid, the raid is probably the hardest raid that's ever been released, and PvP is, well, it's PvP. The game feels like it's lacking direction in some areas, or rather stayed the same over many seasons. Understandably, balance can be a difficult thing to achieve for a live service game that's lasted this long, particularly as a first-person shooter MMO. Now, one big concern of a lot of players has to be Bungie's recent mass layoffs. A lot of talented, creative developers, writers, and designers were let go, and that inevitably has people worried about what comes next. How will this impact future content? Will seasonal content continue to feel as rich, or will it suffer from a lack of resources? And not to mention this looming question about long-term support for Destiny 2 itself. That being said, it has been released that Bungie will be following a new model in terms of releasing content over a multi-year plan. Instead of hefty expansions being released every year, they will be released in smaller experiences, focusing on non-linear stories. Maybe in hopes to address issues with player retention and create a more welcoming experience to newcomers. So I guess the question that a lot of Guardians have to ask themselves is this the last push for the game that we've poured thousands of hours into? Additionally, we have to address an elephant that's in the room: the controversy surrounding Bungie's CEO, Pete Parsons. Recently, there's been a lot of backlash against upper management. A lot of folks feel that decisions being made at the top do not represent what the game and the community needs for a healthy future. There have been accusations of poor communication and even some pretty questionable decisions and behaviors around the handling of layoffs. It's no secret that the Destiny community is passionate, and that passion often turns to frustration when things don't go well. But these recent controversies have really shaken the trust between the player base and the company. Do you think Bungie is going to course correct, or are we heading into a rough future? There's also something else brewing in the Destiny world: a Destiny game for your mobile device. Yep, if you haven't heard, there is work being done around bringing the Destiny universe to mobile. Now, this could go one of two ways. Either it's going to be a cool new way to experience the world of Destiny, or it's going to be a cash grab that falls flat. And let's be real, mobile games are tricky. They can either attract a whole new audience or completely alienate the existing one. Will it capture the same magic that made us fall in love back in 2014? Or will it be a watered down version of the real thing? Only time will tell, but personally, I'm keeping my expectations low until we see more. It would definitely need to take on a much different format, maybe a bite-sized strategy-based game with a deeper focus on specific characters who drive the story instead of a character creation screen. I don't know. It's really a blur right now, but it's worth talking about. So, where does this leave us? Destiny 2 is at a crossroads. With the final shape being out for a few months and the story feeling like it's concluded, the future feels pretty uncertain. Truth be told, I have been really enjoying my experience with the final shape, specifically its campaign. I've been playing through it with other Guardians, and we have nothing but praise for what Bungie has given us in this last sequence of the 10-year saga. But with these mass layoffs, with the controversies around leadership, and this mobile game on the horizon, we really have to wonder, as a community, where is Destiny going? Do we have a few more good years left in the tower, or is this the beginning of the end? I've been here since day one, and I'll be here until the Traveler's Light goes out, but I'm curious, what do you think? What are you contributing to this conversation? Is Destiny 2 still the game you want it to be, or are you starting to feel like it's time to move on? Anyways, I know that was a lot of gaming news today, but thank you for watching, Guardians. If you've got thoughts on the final shape, Bungie's future, or the mobile game, drop a comment below. Let's get the discussion going. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more of this content. We will see you in the next one. Peace.